All right, we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to another fun-filled episode of Qatartainment. No matter how many times I say it, it will never get boring. So I'm back. We're back with a special episode today. I'm your host, Abdurrahman.
Gagma, Khalifa Sharani.
And today we have a special guest here, the Muffin Man, Ice-T Gaming, Khaled.
Hello, Sahlan. So my name is Khaled Abdoh. I have a couple of Instagram accounts. You can find me on Instagram under Kid263, also Ice-T Gaming. I have my own YouTube channel about gaming and tech news. So yeah,
You name it, he does it all.
He does it all. Not to mention he is the karaoke MC at Geekdom.
yeah, that's also.
At this point, you should be like the master.
Yeah.
It's like almost all public, official public performances. He's always,
You're literally on
main-
every single post of Geekdom at this point. We see you there on every post for Geekdom.
I mean, I'm connecting to your watch.
I think I don't know why it does that.
Your watch loves his phone.
I don't
Your phone
know.
loves his watch.
I guess,
your
yeah.
watch is cheating on
I'm
you.
trying something like that.
So
Anyways,
what's today's topic is an interesting one. I mean, have any of you ever been spoiled by leaks in any certain way?
if you have an access to online, at some point, you definitely got
Did you
exposed to something.
Definitely, yeah.
Did
Especially social media.
Did you know that Deadpool and Wolverine's original title was Deadpool and Friend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they changed it.
They changed it because they want to reduce the amount of leaking to possibly happen. Rod Reynolds actually confirmed this.
He's the guy who changed the name. صح?
He changed it like once or twice.
No, he changed it once before the Super Bowl commercial.
Yes.
He did one, and then he heard that people were hearing that the name is gonna be Deadpool and Friends.
Mhm.
He panicked. He's like, "Oh, okay, let me just change it really quickly." And like, it was really expensive for them to change it.
Yeah,
And they
because
changed
it's
it.
in the movie, in the effects and the graphic design and all of that. They need to
Ac-
change everything.
Actually, that's more of the marketing.
Like,
That's
it's
one
just the
more thing,
marketing
yeah.
and the title.
Yeah,
you know.
because
So-
once you get the name set, you cannot
So
change it.
posters, even popcorn.
Yeah, even
buckets, yeah. So from
Well,
everything.
Yeah, if you slap the name on it, it's permanent. You can't change it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you still got like any of the merch that has the old name on it, then it's a collector's item. It's not
At this
worth
point,
much.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it's gonna be worth much. Like in the future, like any prototype things, generally they always get higher value as time
Anything
goes.
that's currently not in the market.
something that has never been meant to be in the market.
I heard that if you have certain demos of games that were canceled, they are actually worth a lot. Like you get a digital key, you can download the game. Then the game will, later on, the full production is completely canceled. But if you still have the demo, it's worth something,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And
Right,
even like
definitely.
Yes, we can talk about the Resident Evil 1.5, for example.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember there's a couple of Resident Evil game. I think it was
Yes, I
it
made an
was
episode
Silent-
about it before.
I thought it
the-
was Silent Hill, sorry, or
Mm.
it was Silent Hill or Resident Evil.
No, so Resident Evil 1 got released and it was a huge success.
Yes.
So they started directly working on Resident Evil 2. And like when they finish 80-90% of the game,
Mhm.
they actually were like, you know what, we are canceling the game, we are starting over.
Mhm.
So basically, these files for the game,
Mhm.
somehow it got leaked, and fans, they actually finished the game or like release a working prototype of the game, and it got popular under name Resident Evil 1.5. And
Okay.
there is like multiple edition of this game, depend on how full it is. And you can actually buy it right now, and you will need a modded PlayStation so you can play it. But in the end, yes, you can play a full game that is not Resident Evil 2. It's like something in between. There is a new characters, new movie, not movie monsters. I mean,
Mhm.
like it's a whole new story.
and like characters that were cancelled. Because I saw
exactly.
you talking about the physical copy of Resident Evil 1.5.
Yeah, so I believe the character name was Ilsa, something like that.
Yeah.
So she's a student. She got a motorcycle, and she got cancelled from the whole thing. But they referenced her in the
future game.
remake. Actually, can get I think Claire. You can actually get.
So which
the
remake?
outfit.
Which you make to be
Resident Evil 2. Yeah, the one got released on PlayStation, I believe 4 and 5. You can actually get her to dress like Elsa.
So the game was supposed to be Resident Evil 2, but they scratched it to 1.5 as like
No,
something
they
cancelled.
did not even. Yeah, not
People
even
called
release
it 1.5.
Oh, so it's just
It's like
yeah.
a fan
And actually, someone who was able to find the files, kept it for some time, then they sold it to someone, they finished it, got sold again to a collector, and then this collector, after so many years, he like leaked it online, and people start working on it.
Like it happens a lot, you know. Especially when I think I remember when I was in the UK, where I would go through like thrift stores and stuff. I have like an early review copy of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, really?
I managed to find it.
Early review.
Early review copy, like before it would get released.
Oh,
Like I just found it in the thrift store for like $4.
Okay.
no way.
Yeah, like I just found it. You know, like you just find things that are like interesting.
And is it like official?
Yes.
$5?
So like before Metal Gear Solid 2 was released,
Mm.
they would just send to when there wasn't internet, when there wasn't like there was internet, but like it's not as easy accessible as now.
Of course.
So they would send early copies for the journalist to review, and then days or 2 days before, like or even weeks before, they would give a review. They would give their first impression of the games. And then and so what often happens is that these people who used to own these, or staff that used to own these, they would eventually just discard it, or they move on, they go somewhere else.
Back in the day, reviews used to be done either on magazines or even walkthroughs are also done on magazines. I remember a buddy of mine. He actually played Zelda.
Which Zelda?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, maybe 2003, 2002. But I remember distinctly, he was looking at the magazine, reading the exact walkthrough of where to go and what to do. Back then.
like
Oh,
guides.
yeah. So it reminds me of the Game Genie, was it? Or not Game
Kind of
Genie,
like
it was the small little,
Booklets.
and it will like teach you things in the game.
Yeah. Like that's how we used to have it, where like our games would
And
come with
and
booklets.
nowadays you can buy the deluxe edition and find stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so but now they don't do anymore, but like it just used to be. So what like these things that are generally like discarded by staff or like gone, you just find it there, thrift stores and other places. And so
when
yeah.
it comes to leaks and stuff like that, there's actually multiple ways that something will get leaked.
Mhm.
And I'm going to talk about like games and tech in general.
Go ahead.
So it could be, for example, an internal leak. So basically, an employee inside
That is very
maybe
highly
he got
likely.
paid somehow, and he will just release the files to someone. Okay,
So sometimes it's part of the marketing plan. You think,
now,
but
that's a whole,
they-
that's a whole story. That's a whole another story.
Yeah.
We're talking about illegal quote-unquote leaks.
so
okay.
an employee could actually be generating hype without even knowing.
No,
It's not
so
about generating
let's say, for example, someone who knows someone who working in a company X. Okay, let's not
Okay.
call any companies.
Alright.
And this company is working on a game, and someone wants like early access to it. So I know this employee inside. I will say, okay, I will pay you X amount, and just copy the files on a flash drive, give it to me. This is one way. Okay, and it happens actually before. Another way that maybe someone will hack his way into the servers. And then they will start like copying the files. I think there is a new incident that Nintendo, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone got access to the file. They will just download it and go from there.
Yeah, the Pokemon game wasn't that a latest
a
Pokemon game?
bunch of
Game
games.
Freak's development company, Game Freak, they just had what is called a Terra leak, where over terabytes of data got leaked.
Nintendo and the Giga Leak.
No, that's a Giga leak. Now we have the Pokemon Terra leak,
I don't know. Okay.
where
Terra
it's not happening as of now. Like data are getting leaked as we're speaking. Every minute there's just new information coming up. But what's worse is the hacker who got the data,
Yeah.
not only he just went to the server, he have admin access to the server.
That is ridiculous considering how secure
To
Nintendo-
provide how severe this
I
is,
mean, it's Nintendo.
That's
I
a
mean-
big company.
I
it's a
mean,
big
you
name.
have patents for something, but you still couldn't. You don't have security.
not even it's not about patents or any of that.
I'm saying
What's more-
we remember when we did the patent
Yeah.
law thing. All right, so they have the patents, they insist upon the patents, but they don't put up any kind of measures of security.
these things happen, it's not even
Admin.
And it
It's like
it
the
did
admins.
happen to PlayStation before. many times.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
these
I remember
things
in
happen.
2006 was it
Or even PlayStation
8?
4, where it's
was it
just
8 or 6?
Even PlayStation 4, the whole system
I
was
think
down
it
for
was
like a
8,
couple
I'm
of
not really
days.
sure.
Yeah, I remember there was a video that in 2008 it was hacked, and yeah, there was a joke video that Master Chief came in and then was like Xbox like much more safer. You know what I mean?
Like what Apple is doing with Samsung. You know that one advertisements, like your phone and Apple phone, and like your phone is insecure and iPhone is secure, things like that.
yeah,
You know,
but
they
like,
can.
that's just marketing. That's just,
Yeah,
you know.
because you know leaks is damaging the company itself.
Not always actually for the leaks, because sometimes if we go back to the GameCube days, actually,
Mm.
they intentionally, this is the rumors around it,
Mm.
intentionally make it easy for games to be hacked. Like you can play it for free.
It's like a
Because-
preview.
Not even a preview, like it's the full game. So basically they will release 100 game, okay? Not everyone will buy it. So they will make it easy for people to actually hack the device so they can play pirated copies on it.
Oh,
And after some time, oh, I like this, let me buy that. And actually, you can actually look for this information. It's documented somewhere. It was actually a good stunt for them.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
they actually generated a lot of money. Because people will be, okay, there's like 10 people will hack the game, and then they will start talking about it. 100 will buy it, and so on and so forth. And it's about the leaks, you were talking about the systems. There is no system that is 100%.
Of course, of course.
Even now.
You know, because you remind me of one thing. So when someone gets through a system, actually that helps the company itself. That's why you have things called, I think, gray hackers or gray hat hackers or something like that. So they simply the company pays them money to try and hack their system to find like their weak spot or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Or they would essentially be independent researchers who would find any vulnerability in their systems and they would report it to them. And they would make a living out of it. You would
Of
earn
course, definitely. It's a
5
job. It's a
digits.
job. It's a job.
you would earn 5 digits just by finding a
And
vulnerability.
especially those big companies, Windows, PlayStation, Xbox. Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
But I want to go back to the Nintendo Terra leak. Back to the hacker. Not only he has admin access, he has access to multiple source codes from previous Pokemon games and partnered companies that partner with the Pokemon company. Like there are they've at least found 5 source codes that have been games that have been canceled or scrapped. They just found it. No, they just leaked it all yesterday. Like they just found
That's
it.
insane. That's insane.
2 days ago, Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, Scarlet and Violet,
And all of those games are new.
all these 4 new games, they've all been leaked. The full source code leaked, or even
And
prototype.
we're talking
beta.
Nintendo. We're talking Nintendo.
I'm talking about the Pokemon company.
The Pokemon company, so they develop other
I mean,
games.
yes, it's
Yeah.
part of Nintendo, but
Not directly.
for a company that is like one of the biggest franchises in the world right now. It's like one of the largest franchises in the world. For having this shouldn't exist.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like
A big
okay,
company.
but it happens.
So yeah, I just want to add one thing to what Khaled said. So he talked about how sometimes the company itself make it easy to hack their games so they can, quote unquote, get money out of the whole trick. So one thing, y'all know the indie game called Ultra Kill. So one of the guys pirated the game. So just a random guy on Twitter pirated the game, and he sent the pirated file, so like an image of him pirating the game. And the developer actually replied, and he said he wasn't mad or anything. He was actually impressed. Not only that, not like impressed. He was saying that if I couldn't pirate games when I was young, I could have not made that game itself. And he said, "You're supporting the developer just by playing the game. You went and pirated the game and downloaded it just to play it. So that's still helpful." Especially in media, you can you're playing this game, you talk about it, just like what Khaled said, and the game will become more popular and people will start buying it. It's all like a marketing thing. Yeah.
We were just talking all about digital copy. Let's say.
Because it's easier to leak a digital copy.
Yeah, but-
Imagine back in
But here's the thing,
Too close? Okay, my bad.
Okay, but here's the thing actually. Back 2000, I believe 10, they found the iPhone 4, I believe, back in 2000.
Okay.
So someone accidentally forgot the phone, the whole phone, like a prototype phone,
Yeah.
fully working and everything. I think it was actually 2 phones, not one,
Yeah.
in a bar, and someone like casually picked it up.
I remember the
That's-
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and after some time,
hear
he
it,
actually
yeah.
sold it to a magazine, a tech magazine.
To review it.
Yes, yeah, and he made like $5,000. Yeah, so basically,
Sheesh.
people they were like, he forgot the phone. I mean, this is one part of the story. The other part that he didn't actually forget, like.
Can you imagine how mad
Intentionally.
Steve Jobs would have been? I think he was alive at that time. It
Yeah.
was 2000.
No way. It was
2010.
2010.
When
Was
did,
he?
when did he?
Kind of at that time, but like, yeah,
Still,
that's
So
when
the whole
3
phone
years.
got leaked because someone accidentally forgot the phone over there.
how?
Hmm.
Like, what are the chances?
He's an employee. He took the phone home maybe for research to test it, something like that. And he went to eat something, and somehow he went home
If I was
without the
the,
prototype.
if I was the manager, I would be mad. Honestly, like,
You think?
yeah, like
You
come on.
forgot a prototype in a bar and someone literally stole it. What if it was a tech company and not a tech magazine that actually stole it? A rival tech company, not nonetheless.
I mean, that's it just
And he
happened.
can like even the guy who stole the phone, he could like contact the other company, the competitor, and give them info.
Yeah, that's the thing. But in this case, it will be a criminal offense because it's like trading secrets and stuff like that. Here's the thing: when it comes to leaking stuff, okay, there's actually some limits about what can you leak. Is it a good time to leak it? How did you obtain the information? So let me give you 2 scenarios to the case. Let's say X guy, he's a hacker. He hacked his way into the company. He stole some video files, like what happened in GTA, for example. Okay?
GTA 6, yes.
GTA 6. He stole the videos and then he posted. This is illegal way of posting the videos, and they actually can lead to a criminal.
And posted 30 minutes of alpha content.
Exactly. But let's say the other way around. The other way around. Let's say, for example, you are sitting somewhere and 2 developers, they are next to you and they are talking about the game. Okay, so you heard him somehow. Okay, in this case, might be okay, somewhat, to actually talk about the game.
Or you just say, oh, I just heard from this person that they said that this, that, like that.
Exactly.
Or sometimes accidentally it would be leaked.
Okay.
So yeah, like these things would just suddenly happen. Or for example, the PlayStation 5 Pro, when before it was announced,
Yeah.
some person randomly found an unlisted video of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like they just found it there and then they just shared it with everybody. And the reason they found is that the employees didn't leak it, is that there is a website called Random YouTube Link Generator, where you can just click generate and it would just link you to a random video. And if the video was unlisted,
can
it's
still
still
get it,
public. You
yeah.
can still access it. So you can just click randomly and then you can find
So
it.
he found the
PlayStation 5 Pro trailer through this.
So what are the chances? Like he didn't
It's slim,
script anything,
but
or-
it's not none.
So you just keep clicking, and suddenly you're like in top secret files.
Or it's just,
Big company.
accidentally.
Would the videos be public, private, or unlisted?
Unlisted. So
Unlisted.
public and unlisted.
Oh.
You can access them.
Let's
Okay,
say, for
that's-
example, you have an episode for your show and you want just to share it with the rest of
Yeah,
the
the
crew.
members.
Yeah.
You can just put it in an unlisted link so that everyone can
But
look at
even-
it privately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
because-
with that generator, apparently there's no need for they can
Because
bypass
it's still
that
a link.
security.
You just need the link.
Because it's just generating. It just doesn't know what is unlisted, what is
and,
isn't.
and
Exactly.
not only that, you can put it on private, but you can't send the link. That's the thing.
So so like that's the thing.
So I think using a cloud service or giving a USB or any other way to share the files is better, because still even unlisted videos are not safe because you send it to the wrong guy and
Well, the best way they can do that is literally to upload the video. That will at least the information is
Or even they didn't even reach it, like I said, because people just randomly just whatever. There's suckers, you know, like this. So they have getting reached in the way. People are actually voting their own hackers and whatnot and media people. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes for the see you guys.
back, and then
We are back.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
All right, we're back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. They're fixed now, and we're back to our topic, which is leaks. Khaled, you mentioned something while we were on break about PlayStation leaks.
Yeah, so actually, it wasn't only the PlayStation. There's like multiple leaks that could happen in a very weird way.
All right.
So back to PlayStation, not so long ago, when the first rumors about like PlayStation 6 or the PSP or the new VR like start to surface, it actually originated from a shipment. It wasn't even from like leaked file or something. Basically, a big shipment from Sony came out, or like from the manufacturer that like do stuff for Sony.
It got shipped early.
It's
You know,
not
the
about. It's not even
retailers.
early. Like it just got shipped somewhere, and people they actually took photos for the boxes, and they start like talking about it. Okay, this box
warehouse.
is like
It's
like
at a
this
warehouse,
big,
yeah.
this wide, and they start like talking what could be inside. So it was either like the PlayStation 6, but it was too early for it. It was maybe the new PSP, but also they weren't sure about it. Most likely it was the new VR set for the PlayStation. That was like a long time ago. They did not really care about it much because there wasn't any concrete evidence about this. But still, like back to the games, if we are talking about the games again, in I think 2009, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, the leak wasn't even intentional from the company itself because they sent some copies to the like shops to start selling it on a specific date. And one of the shops, they were like, you know what, I'm gonna give away a couple of copies for free, or like for some money. They said for free, but it wasn't.
Early.
Early. So the whole game got leaked a few days early because one shop they were like, yeah, let me make a few bucks.
So just one question. So the key was fixed for everyone. It wasn't like different for every
No,
single.
it's the whole game. The game is working and everything.
Oh, so the files.
The
But
full
I-
build, yeah.
No, the whole CD, like the physical
It was
copy.
2008, so it's a physical copy.
Yeah, they basically, okay, let's say for example, when there is a shop in Qatar, they want to sell the new whatever game.
Oh, yeah.
So they will receive the games beforehand, maybe at 1 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, so they can
before.
be ready.
I have a
Yes.
funny story. So like in my
Does it involve TCC?
no, but you know, same idea. But
Yes.
like
Okay, go ahead.
when I would go through video game stores
Yeah.
here in Qatar, because
Oh.
games in the West would release on Friday,
Yeah.
but those games that would release on Friday would be released here on a Thursday.
Thursday.
And one thing.
And then we would get it 24 hours early before
no,
it's officially
But here,
released.
but here's the thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Even if we get it early, and if it has like, let's say, an online service or anything like that,
That was before that.
that was before that.
Yes.
Okay.
And even now, some like single player games that would just get released early. And
Yeah.
you just
And by the way, they will make you pay extra sometimes. You know, because
Some- I love my store.
okay, so in Qatar there is these local stores. They would sell like everything, and one of those things that they sell is PlayStation CDs and Xbox and whatsoever.
Right.
So I remember one of the stores I went to, FIFA, which is of course a popular game here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not considered a game.
My favorite
but-
franchise.
so around yeah, Adam, please.
Thank
Adam.
you. I apologize for my co-host. He is ignorant in the ways of good games.
The audacity of Adam. Okay, so about these local stores, you can get the game 1 to 2, 3 days maybe earlier than the official release, and you
Oh,
would
yeah.
pay things like over 500 riyals.
Yeah.
And I saw one of my family members paying 500 riyal because it was early.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
can't you just wait one more
That's
day?
disadvantage.
And
That's
FIFA,
taking advantage,
FIFA
man.
really?
A recent story I've seen on 5,000 for an early copy of Black Ops 6.
And it didn't work.
And
The server
it
didn't
didn't
work?
work
It
because the
didn't work.
servers were offline.
This-
There you go.
Because there was no campaign.
Didn't I say that?
Because they didn't put campaign anymore. So now it's just, a
Online.
borderline
It's the
online
same
game.
thing. Like it's the whole Call of Duty thing, like the menu that you
It's
can-
literally just Black
yeah.
Ops 6, but like he cannot play anything because
And he
the servers are off.
One of the reasons why I
$5,000.
say physical. Sorry, one of the reasons why I'm saying physical copies are the worst. If you get like a leaked copy or anything like that, or even an early copy, your servers are not even online. If you buy something from the store, like let's say Steam, PlayStation, Xbox Store, you actually get it at the time where every single service online
Is on.
service is on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not with you in this topic. I actually
Alright.
love physical game because you actually own the game unless the server
Shuts
working.
down.
It's
Yeah.
safer.
But because because Right now, if you buy any game from Steam, there's actually like a line over there that they are selling you the a license to
Oh.
use the game. It's not even
Yeah,
the
they
game.
added that.
Like
now,
yeah,
yeah.
any day they can just, you know what, we don't want this game anymore, and
And you know,
go.
Yeah,
In
that does
defense-
remind me of Near Automata. Sorry, I once bought the Near Automata game, and they actually pulled it out. Then I had to buy it again as this Game of the Year edition.
See, that's why buy physical.
that's
which
stupid, honestly.
I agree. I agree.
Like, just one more thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about, what was it? Steam. Yeah. So this is just not now. They used to do this a long time ago.
Mhm.
You're not owning the game. You're like a key to the game. So like
They've
simply,
always said that.
no,
Yeah,
they
but-
never,
but
they
no-
never
but
talked
no,
about
but
it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
said that, but you don't know until you've actually experienced something like that.
They've always been clear since the beginning. Valve has always been clear about this.
So-
However, the
Mhm.
difference between Steam and PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo
Mhm.
is that when like for example, these companies remove something, they literally remove everything.
Right.
From the games you own to the shows that you've bought or all the licenses. Meanwhile, Steam, when they remove a game from the store or it gets geo-blocked,
They give
that
you
when
a
you used to
refund.
have access,
Mhm.
it will stay there.
Oh yeah.
Unless if it's a demo or a trial.
Yeah, so
Or a
for-
free-to-play
For
trial.
example, the Batman versus Joker game, the 6v6 game that was on Steam. So
Yeah.
one of my friends owns that game,
Mhm.
and when they removed it, he still can play the game. And there are still people who are playing the game, but I think they don't have service anymore, so you can play it multiplayer.
Or you would play, on a private server.
Yeah, you
play.
can do that. You can make your own server. Yeah.
So yeah, you would just play them. So like Steam have always been clear about this. And I want to go back to the physical copy. I think physical are now my new favorite because in an industry where it's shifting to digital and now consoles, I've seen the latest photo online where the Xbox have released a new
Mhm.
but like in variant.
It's the
legacy
same
variant.
thing though, right?
But it's the original Xbox Series X came with a disk drive. So the newer ones don't come with a disk drive. When you open the inspect the console,
Yes.
the disk drive slot is just empty.
What do you mean empty?
Yeah, it's literally
nothing?
just empty. There's nothing there.
The
It's
new
like-
PlayStation, for example,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can just buy the digital copy and you can
Separately.
attach to it.
separately.
Yeah,
It's
a
what
disk
they're
drive.
doing with the PlayStation Pro 2, if I'm not mistaken. You're supposed to buy the console itself, and then if you want to, use physical,
drive?
a disk drive, you need
Yeah.
to, buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
You buy the PlayStation 5 Pro, you get all the components.
Like,
But the Xbox Series X, you're getting the components with just a gap in the middle. You
So-
see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's
Things
there,
like-
but it's not there.
or
something
just
like
put
that.
it, or just put it, man. Like it. But they're also charging.
like
the
who
same
who
amount.
who is inspiring those? Like EA, you can buy
Oh,
everything
man, EA.
separately.
It's not even EA or any of these.
That's
the
how the
re-
marketing is going.
Another reason, ways shutting down the Blu-ray disc as of
Mm.
now. So they're actually actively right now trying to shut down Blu-ray discs
Mm.
because they're the ones who made the Blu-ray discs. So now they're no longer doing it.
Do you think that physical copies actually contribute in terms of leaks? Like,
Oh yes,
To some
like-
extent.
yeah,
It happened before, actually. Yes, yeah.
yeah,
When they started sending a physical copy
right.
to people to review it, or maybe like shops early, they will eventually somehow get leaked.
Now, since we are now going through an industry, whether it's Xbox, whether it's Microsoft or Sony, we are noticing that they are shifting towards digital copy. Does that contribute to having lesser and much lesser leaks in the future?
yes.
But even so, what happened to the recent Nintendo?
Mario and Luigi Brothership got leaked. It's not only a physical
And it's a
copy,
big game, yeah.
a digital copy of it got leaked.
No one is safe in
That's
terms
the
of
thing. The leak,
leakers.
whatever if it's a physical copy, if it's a digital copy, if
Yeah.
it's just the information, source code, if
There's
it's
still a
video,
chance of it being leaked.
everything could be leaked.
Yeah.
There is a lot of it's even like let's say, for example, Game of Thrones, like the movie. Okay, another movie. I mean the show.
show.
The show, yeah.
We,
Like
we apologize, Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
the show itself, like many episodes, the script got leaked.
Yeah.
It's not the show itself, the story, the
So
script.
you can know the story.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, the whole script got leaked. That was in 2008 or not?
So about Wolverine, you know, the new Wolverine game that's coming. So one of the, you know, I don't know, like, but one of the people on Twitter sent like a post, and he pirated the game, which is exclusive to PlayStation on PC, and the developer thingy. What was it called?
The prototype.
The prototype
Okay.
on PC.
So like
How's that even
originally
possible?
so the Wolverine game, you know, they developed it on PC and then
Oh,
it was exclusive to PlayStation. However, people managed to get the build, an early build of the game,
Oh, on PC.
and now you can just play it. Pokemon games, the Nintendo Terra Lake.
Done on PC.
Yes, you can now
and
play
the
them.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
So now they're releasing it officially on PC, but it was already there.
See what I mean? You just get an
Okay, yeah.
early build.
I remember that there was that Insomniac Games was handling the porting basically of both games, like Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like you
no, I
just
meant Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Sorry. So so at least there.
Miles Morales haven't been leaked, but we're talking about Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that one.
no, I'm talking about the porting.
Oh, you mean the company
yeah,
who's
yeah,
porting
yeah.
the game?
Yeah, the Insomniac Games.
No, that's Nexus. That's the
Nexus
company
Software.
that is,
Nexus Software. I'm sorry.
that's the one
I'm sorry.
supports
Yeah,
it.
Nexus Software. Sorry, I got mixed up.
That's right.
Information. Yeah.
But I think yeah, we've had like want to add more because I think I want to go through like other types of media that have got
Please.
leaked. But
It's not even about like just other media. If I want to like change the subject a little bit,
Mhm.
like would you consider that these leaks will it affect the industry in a negative way or in a positive way? Because there is some incidents that happen that actually affect the whole, let's say, game or the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, a leak. Let's say, for example, in a movie. Okay, so part of the movie got leaked. So the producer they were like, you know what? Now I need to change it. This is one part that might affect it negatively. In the same time, let's say an early copy of the game, it will be leaked somehow. People will like it. So when the full game gets released, everyone will buy it.
Pre-production, I would say. Sorry. Pre-production, I would say, if it's leaked, then yeah, the director or the creator or whoever and the designer, they'll have to change some stuff. Post-production, it won't affect you anyway because
like-
khalas, you're done.
Yeah, it's like what happens in GTA 6. They changed a lot of things, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Thank God the version that was leaked and the videos were like an early stage of the development. Yeah. It depends on the time and the game.
Or actually the type of media.
Type of media. Yeah.
Oh yeah, whether it's a game or movie, depends on if it's post or pre-production. If you're talking about at least alpha stages of the game, then you're not. You will see clunkiness. You will see lagging. You will see lots of stuff that's
yeah,
wrong.
like you're not gonna expect a
You're not
fully
ex-
fledged
exactly.
No, but it will give you a good indication
gives
about
you-
the game. Will it be good or not? Let's say, for example, there is a lot of games that's right now people are saying AAA game, it's the best
But
game.
it's not good.
It's not good at all.
Or now
Okay.
there's like a quad A game.
What?
They're saying,
What? This is
yeah.
a nightmare.
Which
That's
one?
4 A's, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. A.
Oh man.
So now they're
what was
making-
his name again? PlayStation, former PlayStation boss.
No, it's like
Sean.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
There was another game.
Sea
I
of
really
Thieves,
forgot
that
the
was
name.
on
Not sure if
TV.
anybody
Just
remembers.
one thing about
Skull and Bones.
Yes.
Oh, that game.
Oh,
yeah.
Ubisoft.
I tried it. I hated it.
Of course you will hate
That's
it.
that's a quad.
They
A
released
game.
it for was it $1 or free?
Free,
Like,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
free.
Wait, maybe could be.
I don't know. Like for
But,
1 week.
but seriously, don't take the love of what's it called, Black Flag, and put it in a carbon
You
copy
cannot,
of
you
whatever
cannot.
whatever monstrosity that
you
was.
can't get off your ship. Anyways, what's the purpose? This is not Assassin's Creed.
And also, you can't fight. You can't fight.
You can do shit. You can't. You can't
Yeah,
do
I mean,
anything.
you can fight with the ship, but you can't fight with the person. The Black Flag, you used to fight with the person.
How much was
the
it?
character.
Sorry, how much was it?
Oh.
You know, it was like a full game, like $60. Imagine.
But I know how much it costed to develop.
Go
They
ahead.
said it was around $600 to $800 million.
No
Million?
way, no way.
It was
I
something
thought
like
you were
that.
you
So
were
it was
gonna say
no
1,000.
Freaking way.
But anyways, That's not leaked.
Yeah.
Let's talk about other things that got.
Oh,
leaked,
go
you
on,
know?
go on.
I
Yeah.
know you wanted to say something about the recent Netflix.
Oh yeah, there's a new anime called Dan Da Dan. It
Alright.
was leaked before the whole thing like was officially released
Hmm.
by a couple of months, and the first 6 episodes are leaked. And the problem is this is Netflix.
Mm.
It's not in like any small company, and this is not the first time Netflix, things like this happen to Netflix.
So leaked media actually happened, and leaked shows, leaked movies came out.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay,
It still happens, and
but we're talking on stuff that's new, like completely new, never seen before.
Yeah, something that's not out yet. You know.
Okay.
Dan Da Dan wasn't out.
Okay,
The
okay.
first 6 episodes were leaked before the whole thing was out.
All right.
Half of the anime. just
And
got
now
leaked.
now it's on episode 3 if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
As of now.
Okay.
So we didn't even see the other 3 episodes, and they were already leaked. So.
So at the time where they just announced, hey, we will turn it to an anime,
Mm-hmm.
but half of the anime just got leaked. Arcane season 2, the heavily anticipated part of it got leaked.
Mm-hmm.
So just a lot of projects that get. So what sometimes they do, they would just they would either. So it happened in many other shows nowadays. We've seen executives where they would just cancel the show, tax right off, and then pretend it never existed.
This is what's happening.
Because
with
that's
Dan
the
Da Dan.
bigger risk.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, by the way, for a show to get leaked, because
It's like a teaser.
no, as you said, it's like 6
Not even
episodes.
close.
I don't know how many episodes did the whole season.
12.
12. Okay,
Six
so it's half of it.
Oh yeah.
So it could be. I'm not saying it's intentional, but let's say if it's intentional, so people will watch the first 6.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be, oh yeah, this is a good show. They will actually go to Netflix to subscribe to actually watch the rest. So it could be intentional, could be not.
Maybe, but
Only
now,
6
no, but
episodes.
like nowadays,
Like remember when I said that since they put something as unlisted in YouTube. Now I know Netflix, YouTube different, but since they put something as unlisted as YouTube in YouTube, they have access to the information using that website you once mentioned,
Or
they-
yeah, like you
or
just
they could
get
have hacked it,
Yeah.
or who knows? It's possible.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So just one more thing I was gonna add about Netflix. Nowadays, you don't need to subscribe to watch Netflix shows. There is millions and millions of pirated websites. You can watch pirated stuff and all of that. Like not only Netflix.
even Netflix originals. Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Ian, aside from that, like, people can just do whatever they want. It's their money, it's their time. Wherever they see their
And
work.
there's like
that's-
8 billion people, like humans. Like, are you gonna really sue every one of those?
No, but like, and so not everyone's gonna pirate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like, but it's just when a lot of these projects who work on gets leaked, it would damage. Not I'm not talking about the executives. I'm talking about the people who worked under, like artists, directors, producers.
That's
Actors.
their money, Annie.
That's where they get their money, where they
Yeah.
get their royalties from. If this gets leaked, they will not get
And
as much.
just one more thing: the artists spend like many hours not seeing their family. What was the anime company? Was it?
Huh?
Yeah, they treat their artists like crazy. Like you would see them, it's just like they're just depressed. Honestly,
Yeah, you see, like these artist people are getting overworked.
Mm.
And so seeing their projects getting leaked,
Stuff,
their
it's
money's
stuff.
just gone.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the problem. You see, when an artist sees or a designer sees their work actually leaked online, right? You're not. Well, they lose part of their work. They imagine if it's a coworker. You and I were working side by side. I'm a designer. You're another
Like a
coworker
publisher
or a publisher or anything, or you're maybe just a guy who wants a quick buck. All right, you see the designs, you can actually maybe oh, look right here, swing, sell it to anybody. You can nothing's ever safe in any company, whether it's a
This is
publishing company,
insane.
animation company, designing company. Nothing's ever safe.
It happens. It happens.
Information is never safe. We live in an age, like even with all the security we have, the information, like locking information, is never safe. Fake news does happen, but leaked news, that's another thing. We can't control how information gets spread, or whether the origin of that information where it comes. Like you would take, for example, leaked footage from a show, behind the scenes show, post production of a final product, right? You sell it to a person to actually spread it around in a pirated software.
I think I've noticed the biggest problem with companies that
Yeah.
is they don't like no at least like in the world in general is that there's no cybersecurity standards.
No,
So-
there is actually, but it's always. I don't want to say easy to be hacked, but there is always.
And we're not
means.
saying it's hard to be hacked. as
Yeah,
well.
no, it's basically there is means to it.
Yes.
Analog means.
And not only about media, even leaks from big stuff. We're talking government and further on.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't want to go to politics and all of that. I'm just giving an example here.
Go ahead.
So, like for example, some of the guys that works for the government have like the top secret files, and they just leave them or not. They're not well secured, and they don't have a cybersecurity team.
They believe that in a digital age, analog is safe.
Not safe. It will never.
That's
be.
what I'm saying.
That's why here in Qatar we want more cybersecurity jobs.
There is more demand, yeah. So
Yeah,
now
Yeah,
more
there's
than
more
ever.
demand because that's what happened. You get your bank account gets hacked, your social media gets hacked, your anything gets hacked.
Data breaches or just vulnerable. Even if like a software
Mhm.
would somehow get a vulnerability. Or
You know how crazy it is? Like even from pictures, you can know where the guy is. There's an IP attached to the picture.
yeah, metadata.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a metadata.
Yeah, but now we are going through hacking and stuff. We are
We should
We are
stick
talking
to
about, leaks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's get back to the subject.
Right.
There is actually multiple times that even a book, for example, let's say, and this is not an example. It's basically to name something. Let's say, for example, there is the Harry Potter books, for example.
Ah.
Okay, yes, everything is out already.
Yeah.
But in the middle, maybe a chapter or so will get leaked somehow. Okay, this actually is a very positive thing, in my opinion, for the author, because depend on how good it's written, it might actually lead to more
People
purchases.
anticipating. So
Yes,
people
yeah,
would,
exactly.
yeah.
Like,
So this
but
might-
if it's one chapter, not the entire book.
Of
That's the
course.
thing,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what-
Because
Yeah.
you were talking about when the leak will happen. Is it before or after getting published or something like that?
Right.
All of the leaks basically, because I look a lot for it. Okay,
Mm.
when I'm writing an episode for YouTube or something, for
Mhm.
example, for an upcoming game, upcoming machine,
Mhm.
something like that, I need sometimes to start looking at some source of information that sometimes might be correct, not, depend on who's leaking it.
Right.
There is actually when you are surfing the internet, there is some names that when they leak something or they start talking about something,
It's real. Yeah.
some, like most of the time, yeah. For example, when they start talking about the new Resident Evil game, okay,
Mhm.
there's a new Resident Evil game coming up.
Oh.
Okay, so I talked about like some month ago, maybe something like that.
Hmm.
So this thing, actually, the first time I heard about it, some guy, he was like, yeah, there is actually a new game been in development since the previous Resident Evil. And when you start looking at the information given, there isn't anything solid. But when you look at the history, like how's Capcom and Sony, they're releasing the game, especially for the Resident Evil franchise. There's like a game, there is a spin-off, and there is a movie. A game,
Like
spin-off,
6
movie.
years, 6 years, for
Something
example.
like that.
Yeah.
There's a
a
duration.
yeah.
There's duration that I
A
actually,
pattern.
yeah.
Yeah.
that I actually like this explained in the video.
Mm.
So based on like the tweets that I found, and then the timeline, it's actually fitting. And after that, if you went to IMDb right now, there is actually a blank page for the whole game,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's how it was leaked.
So once
And
some,
Metacritic as well.
Metacritic,
There's
yeah,
like
that-
Yeah, I believe
another
that.
if
page.
someone finds a proper leak, that would be considered a piece of information, and then all media or any kind of media like IMDb, Metacritic, Game FAQs,
So okay,
they would publish this.
since we all have like been online in the league,
Yeah.
I want you guys to tell me what is a leak that you've seen that got you excited to the piece of media more.
That's what I want to. That's what I want to say. What has anyone ever encountered a credible piece of information of leaked media?
No, I'm not talking about credibility. I'm talking about something that is actually confirmed.
That's what I'm saying. A leaker that's actually giving you proper information. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Or just got you excited.
That just got you excited to, to play it or to, to try it or to see it.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what is a piece of leak that after you've seen it, you're like, that got you excited to more of it?
Personally, I wouldn't actually go behind these leaks actually to obtain it. For example, to obtain a copy that's been leaked. First of all, it's not safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone could release, a file that could damage your computer, and that's
Of
not.
course.
Okay. And plus, if I want to play a game, I actually like to play it completely. I don't like the games to be, released. I mean, in
Bugged.
general, it's already bugged. And to have an incomplete game, even if it's like full but leaked, it will not be the final.
Your
copy.
excitement will go away.
Yes,
immediately.
exactly.
Yeah, there's a difference with pre and post product always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for example, the like some information that I think lately,
Mhm.
there is, I believe, case happening right now between Microsoft and Sony. I can't remember which the parties of it, but like in general, the legal documents or like the case documents, it's already online, and in there is an indication when the PlayStation 6 will be released. Plus, there is an indication that Call of Duty will not be on the PlayStation 6. Something for the licensing, maybe
Exclusivity.
something
Ah.
like that. The document is like censored a lot. There is a lot of black pages in it, but from there you can actually find like a couple of dates that will give you an indication when the new game will be released, and actually that the PlayStation 6 when approximately it will be released. And somewhere they actually start talking about the new specification for the PlayStation 6. If you went online right now, you might actually find like some solid information for the current fix that is available.
So also, like PlayStation 5, there's already the PlayStation 5, it's in its, and it's already getting a mid-gen refresh. So yeah, like these things are prone to be shown. Legal documents, leaked documents, a bunch of other stuff. But I want to go back to the question, and like one of the leaks that I've seen that got that I've tried and that got me excited to purchase and support is Bayonetta 3. Actually, when that happened at the time when there was many controversy between the voice actor and the director, the director was just getting banned on Twitter, and then the voice actor was getting just hate.
Why?
I cannot remember, but basically they were telling, she was telling the fans to, she was the voice actor, she was the protagonist of Bayonetta,
yeah.
and she was telling them to not buy it because they didn't pay her enough, and so the game got leaked. So I've tried the game, like I had like my emulator, I've tried
How was it?
I played it fully. I played it fully, and then I
It's
got myself a
exclusive to
physical copy.
Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I got the game, played it, had so much fun. I finished fully from beginning to end, and then I just got myself physical copy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good example.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
eventually.
Sorry.
But what happened eventually? What happened to the voice
the
actress?
director and the voice actor.
She just got less roles. Her career just dwindled down because of just like she was blaming the new voice actress for no reason, and just stirring up drama basically.
Wait, you're saying
This is jealousy.
Was it the old voice actress of Bayonetta 1 and 2?
Yes.
She wasn't in, excuse me. She wasn't in Bayonetta 3?
No.
Oh damn.
So that's why they changed the voice actress.
So who's hating here, yani?
The original
Oh,
voice
so
actress.
she's just hating because they replaced her.
No, they didn't. She, in her mind, she didn't pay her enough. But when she claimed it, she also lied. So that's just led to more complications.
She was greedy. She was greedy. She wanted more money. She thought they didn't pay
And
her
she lied
enough.
to people.
What language? Just to be exact.
What do you mean? What
So there's, I think, Japanese and English, right?
No, it's English.
Just
for
English,
voice
yeah.
actors.
Oh yeah, the main language of Bayonetta before was.
Was it the same? Yeah, I think it was the same voice actor as Stellar Blade in English.
No, that's
no,
different.
no,
That's
no,
different. That's
different.
totally
Completely different voices.
Maybe the third one. I don't know.
No, that's
Not even. It actually.
But anyways, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
tell us. How about you guys tell us? Like, what's like that you guys seen that got you guys excited?
See, one thing about leaks, I know there's a bunch of channels just their whole channel is based on leaks and they're popular.
Celebrities that are just dedicated to leaks.
No, not only that. Like one of the Arab guys, I forgot his name. He's very nice. He's amazing. The source that he get the leaks from are mostly like 90% correct. So I always go there and excite myself. Like there's a game I'm waiting for, and I just go through those channels and this game, and I start noting and waiting. Like the countdown website. I would just have it on my second monitor, and yeah, it's nice, honestly. So
Yeah. What about you?
For me, I never counted on leaks. Honestly, always prefer the official information.
Yeah.
I ignore leaks constantly. I mean, because I know for sure, even with AI and everything else these days, all the information could be just made as a concept.
Mhm.
You can prompt an AI and say, show me the physical look of PlayStation 5.5.
it will make
You
something
just
up.
it'll make something up.
Yeah, I mean, no, but like
Like-
that's like a different thing.
No, hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh, you mean people fabricating?
Yes.
For the
Oh,
sake
yeah.
of attention.
Yeah, for the sake
Fake
of attention.
stuff.
And they'll tell you it's a leaked concept footage, leaked here, leaked that.
That's the
But
thing. You
they're
need to look for like a source
exactly,
is
that,
well
that you
known.
know that
Yeah.
that's his information. should be
exactly. But the
correct.
problem is there's so many sources out there.
I mean, you can always like stick with a couple of them
Yeah,
that you know that their
Like five,
sources
six.
might be good, but in the same time,
Mhm.
like still, for example, the leaks for the new, what do you call it, Silent Hill. Okay,
Right.
so it's already out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but few months ago there is like multiple leaks, like about this game.
They were correct. Some of them,
Okay,
yeah.
some of them were correct, and from there you can actually know which ones. I believe there is this one called Dusk Golem or something.
Yeah, he's well known. Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, he actually get like 85% of the time he's actually correct.
And you would see a relationship between those. Like this guy believes in this guy, and yeah. It's like they're all together.
Mhm.
So one thing, the new RTX series that's coming, the 5090.
5090.
Yeah, it was leaked by a Chinese website, the release dates, and it did make sense, and even the prices, if I'm not mistaken. So they're saying that the new 5090 is 50 to 70% stronger than the 4090. That's a big jump.
Something you want to ask Abdurrahman about GPUs, this is not.
Ghanem.
It did got leaked, yes. Where there was like a video from a Chinese to show the new
It's
GPUs.
insane, honestly.
Basically,
I'm
and
still with the 30 series, just to be.
I just got
Yeah.
myself 4090. So
Actually,
How is
remember-
it?
I actually remember a piece of news. Sorry, that
Yeah.
Elon Musk and the guy from Nvidia.
yes,
Yeah.
CEO.
What
the
happened?
CEO yeah, he said it would take years to make a certain kind of was it GPU? I think it was GPU.
That
Yeah,
like
Something with AI, definitely.
AI?
We're talking,
Is that what you
we're
mean?
talking Elon
Not-
Musk. Yeah.
not AI, but may I just give me a moment?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll find it right now.
We're
'cause I
gonna talk
remember-
about something just.
Well, but that's okay.
Yeah, I tell you find it. Basically, when you're talking about leaks for a physical device, sometimes it's not really bad for the company, unless if we are talking about trading secrets. Like there is
Yes.
two rivals and they want to hide their new product from the other company, so they will not, make something slightly better for them. But at the same time, this actually might be an issue for trading. So let's say, for example, the stock for a graphic card company, that it will skyrocket when this specific product is out. So for anyone who's trading stocks and stuff like that, when he finds out the new specs for the
I
team,
think it was.
they can actually be like, you know what, let me invest in this and money out of it. But I mean, this kind of leak, it's not really related to like the industry, because it's not a media, you know what I mean? It's not like a movie, a game, a book.
Inside trading, like I remember was Square Enix producer who got arrested because the producer kept leaking insider information.
Insane.
Now, would insider information be considered your share information?
Yeah,
By-
it's just leaks. Essentially,
by,
you're
by,
just
by share, I mean shares, like stocks.
No, not stock shares.
sometimes
talking
insider means
information,
Actual information.
as in sending information from this company to a competitor or just another company.
The piece of news that I was mentioning is here. It is Elon Musk. I think that's maybe AI built a 100K GPU server in 19 days, 100 times faster than anyone else's. All right. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says it usually takes more than 4 years to be done.
Well, I mean,
That's Elon Musk.
That's Elon Musk. I mean,
You do not know. He's working with Optimus Tesla. That's insane, yani.
it's not as
Definitely.
low. I-
Reminds me of okay. Let's get back to leaks.
Optimus Prime, but yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you said Optimus.
Yeah.
All right. So, insider information: a Square Enix producer was arrested
yes, like I said, yeah.
for leaking for leaking
Yeah,
for leaking
from one
informa-
company to another. But
Any idea what was the other company, and did it benefit?
no, there haven't been any notification.
Well, he was just leaking information.
Yes, insider. But like here's the thing about leak in general is because every day, every so other day, we get rumors, we get leaks.
Mhm.
So like it's more and more and more. The demand for leaks are high, and people are craving it.
Mhm.
And I think it's not only that; it's also the algorithm. Algorithm is the like, especially in social platforms,
Yeah.
like search engines and media platforms, and people itself, just love to talk about it.
Do you think that Google contributes in order to pop up leaks more and more, unofficial leaks?
No, like I said, it's an algorithm.
Yeah.
They don't even control their own algorithm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like whatever happens, just happens. So Google,
They just keep going.
no, it's all about ads. If they need to push as much ads as they can, and so as leaks are working, why not just
Add them to ads. Yeah.
I mean, that's just what the algorithm thinks is.
Mhm.
It's just, yeah. What else? I think one of the more interesting in the documents, Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's when it's from the Pokemon Terra leak.
Right.
It's when they said that the Nintendo Switch ROMs, for Switch 2, is basically the same as the original Nintendo Switch,
Mhm.
but it just has a subscription key.
That's it.
Some people
Simply.
say that this is the case. On the other hand, some people say that kind of leak, it wasn't exactly true. Actually, like decoy,
Maybe.
and that the new machine is actually much better than that. Because if you are talking about like Nintendo and handheld devices and stuff like that, they wouldn't usually release the same thing, like the same specs, because it's not good for their sales. Let's talk, for example, like this is like we are railing out of this stuff, but
Right.
yeah, derailing. I mean, the Game Boy, for example, they started with the Game Boy original, and then there's the Game Boy Pocket, which is basically a smaller one, and they released the Lite in Japan. Then they went to Color, a Color Advance. In each device should be there should be an
Difference.
increase in power. If they are releasing the same game, the machine console, most likely it will fail. Case in point, we can talk about the
Wii U.
Wii U, the Switch and the Switch Lite, and then
Yeah.
there is the OLED. I mean, the OLED. If you don't have the machine previously,
It's a refresh,
get the OLED. But if you already have the original, why buy the OLEDs?
Yeah.
Because okay, you will play on the machine itself, but after some time you will just hook it to a TV. So it doesn't really make sense. And that's why I really don't think that the specs that got leaked for the Switch 2, I don't think it's correct.
I really hope it's not correct, but if it was, it makes sense. Why did they shut down the Nintendo Switch emulators? As of now, like last month, they almost shut down every single Nintendo Switch emulator.
We are talking about the official ones.
No, not the official one. Like people just developed emulators based on the Nintendo Switch console.
Okay.
Like how they do it all the time. And
We're not talking about the emulator inside the game. Like inside,
no.
inside the
No,
not the console. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you open your computer and People would
download the
make an
emulator.
emulator.
Unofficial one.
Yeah.
It's like it's just fan made, you know. It's just fan made emulators
You would
of
find it
said
on
console.
websites.
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe Nintendo's protecting its assets.
Like I said, because according to the leaks that we have been given, at least,
Yes.
what they say about the ROMs for the Switch 2, if it's true, then it makes sense. Why did they shut it down? Because that will just lead to more leaks, you know, loss in profit, especially since Nintendo relies on their consoles. They rely on their proprietary ecosystem, hardware, digital storefront, and all of them, especially when they're intellectual
And yeah,
property.
Nintendo Switch is unique. It's like the best handheld console, if I'm not.
Nintendo full profit is through their stuff. How do you want them to make money? They don't put on PC. They never did on PlayStation. They're never
When
gonna
was
do
the
it.
last time you saw a Nintendo game on PC officially?
Never.
Never.
They will never do it.
Exactly.
So
But
that's
the-
their
but
money.
But they'll buy exclusivity.
But see, I have an idea.
Yeah?
So you know the new what was it called, Steam handheld device.
Steam Deck.
Yeah. So imagine emulating the Nintendo Switch on the thing itself, and you have a better Nintendo Switch.
And
You
it
can-
does work.
And it
actually.
does work. Yeah. You can install Linux on the Steam Deck, right?
It's already built in with Linux.
Yeah, Linux, and you can even download Windows, right? That's
Yes.
the thing. So,
Yeah, most of the new handheld machines, like the Steam Deck and any machine that looks like
open
that,
source. Yeah.
it's basically a mini computer. Mini computer.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with it. It's like a laptop that's been reduced.
And it's
That's
your
because it's
it's
also a
your
mini
choice of
computer as well.
operating system.
Yeah, but it's a little bit kind of locked.
With their own operating software.
Yes, yeah. Meanwhile, I mean, I'm sure someone somewhere was able to run Linux on it.
No, they already did. They already
It
did
is
Linux,
Linux-based.
Android, Windows. They already did it.
The only problem with Linux is the bad support to NVIDIA, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one?
So NVIDIA doesn't support Linux for some reason.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different story for another
yeah.
day.
So
Yeah.
But
about
essentially,
leaks. So leaks that are not true, could it affect the company itself?
Yes.
oh yes,
Big time.
In many ways.
Because people will believe anything these days.
Let me tell you
People
something.
are gullible anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's the thing. Yesterday we went to watch the new movie Venom, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say, for example, okay, because this was a premiere. Let's say right now we will start a rumor, okay, that the movie was bad, blah blah blah. Which, by the way, it was actually good. But let's say I'm starting like talking about this movie wasn't good, and someone maybe inside the cinema they start recording some.
Especially if you're an
scenes.
influencer.
Yeah, something. Like that.
And like
It's not exactly a leak. It's more like spreading false information, but.
and the fact like they clip out, like for example, when they're recording, they record the bad part of the movie. Doesn't make any sense. It happened many times, still happening.
By the way, on Instagram you can find like a big segment of the movie. It's already on Instagram.
Yeah.
Even
right
on
now.
YouTube Shorts, TikToks videos, because now all those shorts are now YouTube Shorts are going to be expanded to 3 minutes. All right, TikTok videos are up to 15 minutes now.
And just one thing before we continue.
Go ahead.
You remind me of the old days when like things were leaked, pirated. So they would put the video and like put effects on it and put it on the side and put some emoji on the right or something. You know what I mean, right?
Watermarking it.
Watermarking it like
So it
excessively.
will not get recognized by like the
the copyright system
algorithm.
on
Yeah,
on
and then
YouTube.
it will put right, and then it will put up the copyright infringement. That your what was the word?
Copyright infringement. Copyright strike.
Copyright strikes.
Yeah.
All right. It's like
happened.
you're. What was the word? You're breaking the basically breaking the law.
And even
Yeah.
like Aghanim, we talked about this once when we were out. There is leaked music. That's a thing.
Leaked music happens all the time.
Yeah.
Mangas, for example, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think most of
It
us have
was
seen
leaked.
it.
Some of the
It would just get leaked by the week.
People will just buy the book, scan it, and then put it online.
No, or there
We're
would
not
be.
talking about
Yeah, this is not exactly a leak because it's already out.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
it's not
something
even that.
before it's official
official release. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Okay,
like
okay.
before it would be published through the magazine,
can-
the weekly magazine.
Can you expand the thing about leaking music? How does that happen, and what type of music is usually leaked?
Well, it's subjective because whatever the artist makes.
You're a crazy fan.
No, it's not even a crazy fan. It can be the management that's holding it. Most of them they always leak it. either A, or the record label that manages this artist leaked
No, the
it.
publisher. Yeah.
Albums would get leaked. So one of the albums that they've tried to prevent leaks as much as possible is Radiohead. They released an
Radiohead.
that's in 1997. They released an album called OK Computer. At the time, before they wanted to send it to journalists, they literally put it to a CD player. They used military grade tape and military grade glue to literally tape the whole thing and sending it to the publishers and the reviewers and the music critics to listen to it and to prevent leaks, and then they can give their opinions, and then before
Publish
the
it
album would get
over- yeah.
released. So like these, they've done crazy methods. Or nowadays they would put serial number in the music itself,
Just
so
to
they
make
would
it-
know.
just to make it look official.
No, so if it get leaked, they will know who they sent it to.
And that guy would get in trouble.
Yes. So yeah, like it just happens, like it's just these things generally happen,
So it's
And-
like various.
and it'll always gonna
media.
happen, from now on to later.
Leaks are going to be part of our lives whether we like it or not, and especially we're in this digital age where everything is literally just one post away. Yeah, you
So-
can.
But cybersecurity is improving.
Of course, rapidly. Crazy. Like
Hacking
just-
is one thing, and leaking is another.
So
without
there is two, if I'm not mistaken, there's two types of leaks. There's physical and digital, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how does physical still happen? Because
Yes.
I don't, yeah, but
Since
how can
physical
how can you
copy still-
prevent it? Because I don't know how we can prevent
That's what
digital
console
leaks.
people are doing,
No,
by
no, no. This is I know how to prevent digital leaks. How do you prevent physical leaks?
Well, it's hard. 'cause
like I've said, like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo are shifting away from physical copies. They're
they
trying to make
are
you.
literally forcing you as a leaker to buy the digital copy.
There is a reason why the Ubisoft CEO said you should feel comfortable not owning games. There is a reason why
What
he
does
said
he
it.
mean by that?
In a sense of that, you should feel comfortable just having a license or a digital asset instead of just always having it a physical asset.
Yeah, but that's a whole.
I mean,
that's a
you
whole
do.
other story.
I mean, there is comfort, but at this point,
Of course, like that's a
it could literally be
different
pulled away
story. But
anytime.
it's kind of these mindsets, the way these people are going,
Mhm.
that just while yes, it can lead them to be greedy and get money or whatever, but also simultaneously prevent leaks unless
or maybe possibly negative news at the same time.
kind of like that.
Yeah, since they have ownership, I guess they can do whatever they want. Honestly, I'm not condoning it. It's not exactly a good. It's not. I mean, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But what can we do? It's actually what we're shifting to. I mean, it will come to a point where we have nothing but to rely on digital copies from now on. That's what the industry is shifting towards. You said Xbox and PlayStation, right?
But I mean, what do we know? We're not IT experts, right?
Are we?
We're just passionate gamers.
Yeah, but one of
Maybe.
us is an engineer.
And someone is going to become an
that's
engineer.
now- Yeah. See, nice.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice. An electrical engineer, same as him.
Who
same
cares
age.
about you? We care
Yeah.
about him, Khaled. Thank
Khaled,
you so
yeah.
much for
All
coming.
right.
It was a fun episode.
This was truly an insightful and informative episode. Honestly,
Glad to be here.
we had fun with you. We had
Likewise.
like really you give us a lot of information on today's episode. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think that's it. But the way you prevent leaks is the most important step. You need, companies need to start working harder on that side because we're getting leaks daily. Honestly, I have my notifications on Twitter on, so I know all the new stuff that's coming up. Yeah.
All right. So, thanks everybody for watching us. We're glad to have Khaled here on Sleepless. Let's hope that there are many more episodes for you where you can come in. All right. The beginning of many episodes for you come in.
Inshallah.
All right.
Okay. So if you want to know more about video games and maybe find the latest leaks, not necessarily exclusively in leaks.
At
if you
least
know-
there was an Evil 9.
Yeah,
should
I
check
mean,
that out.
you will find the information on my Instagram and also on my YouTube. Just try to look for Ice-T Gaming, both on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, we'll add the link down in the bio. Definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
great.
This was Abdurrahman.
Gagma.
Khalifa Shahrani.
And Khaled Abdoh.
This was Qatartainment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you can get more updates on Qatartainment. We'll see you all next week for another podcast. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.